Well, beautiful evening scenes here. Let's go straight across to the desk and let's get the post-show done. It's been a big day in Portugal.
It sure has, Giggs, and thank you for your call and all of your help. And, of course, Strider Wazalewski. 2 Hawaiians going down in that last heat. Tight call. Tough road for those kids to get them all that way and have a loss.
Well, I mean, devastating. You think about Zeke Lau, he's really in the hunt, and these QS 10,000s, that's where you want to gain all those points. So few of them, and now that is a huge blow to his campaign. Luckily, he's got Hawaii to look forward to. There are a couple events in the interim, but, that's how quickly things can change.
So right, so true. Welcome to the WSL. Good evening here at the WSL Post Show. Let's take a look at Ian Govea and his performance today. One of the best performances of the entire event.
Well, definitely. I mean, we didn't call this heat, Peter, but I was just peeking over the shoulder of Strider and Giggs, and just to see, this young guy, just the way that he's been, putting his heats together, it's been so impressive to just see that raw power coming from him.
Good to see that second generation coming to life as well. This kid was throwing away 8-point rides. He built the entire heat, exactly what you'd want to do in a heat of this caliber.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you think about going into the round of 96 and all the heavyweights that you're going to come up against, but it's just interesting. I mean, you just hope that he hasn't peaked too soon and he can keep some of that momentum going into the rounds. But it's also interesting because maybe he's created some interest around himself now and he's got that confidence and it'll grow throughout the event.
One interesting thing to take to note here is that this was probably the most difficult part of the day. It was dead low tide. There was a lot of changing conditions. The wind was up and super strong. And then all of a sudden, Ian Govea goes out there and finds these gems.
Well, I think, he got an 8.87, the highest wave of the entire event so far for the men. So incredible surfing from him, highest heat total, but just such a pleasure to see, that power surfing prevailing on these left-hand rides. It's
so true. I mean, he did. He mixed it up. He was able to find these lefts and rights in a lineup that was just so unruly at the time. There really wasn't a rhyme or reason to it.
Yeah, definitely. We did see the conditions change throughout the day and the guys just adapting to it. So hats off to them. I mean, the swell picked up, the wind picked up, everything kind of changed. So impressive heat total there.
Also getting through that championship tour surfer Jack Freestone. So again, big day, 18 heats of the QS 10,000 today. But again, we had the women. And of course, the women,
yep.
We want to ask about what is your favorite moment that happened for the women?
Well, definitely my favorite moment. Just, we saw all of those heats, but the final heat was Sally Fitzgibbons up against Malia Manuel. And both of those ladies, through the earlier rounds, round 1, 2, 3, they've really been a pleasure to watch. And this heat was no different. I think Malia, just incredible surfing from her, really stepping up that level.
And let's take a look at these highlights. Of course, Malia Manuel putting it together, and she started off with that excellent wave score right out of the gates.
Yeah, 8-point plus ride here for Malia Manuel, and just, she's actually come up against Sally 6 times in a woman-on-woman matchup, and every single time Sally has been victorious. So it's just great to see Malia, cracking that formula, because that's really what it is. When someone's gotten you that many times, it kind of gets under your skin a little bit.
It sure does, and just talk about rhythm as well. I mean, this was one of those heats that poor Sally could not buy a wave. It was all going Malia's way.
Well, it was as if the ocean had just turned its back on Sally Fitzgibbons and just shone all the positive energy Malia's way. I mean, she just could not do anything wrong. And the opportunity that she got, she just ran away with it. So, Malia, smart heat, took the opportunities that came away and really stamped her authority on them.
And of course, she is going to come up as she takes this heat win. She moves on it up against Courtney Conlog. And again, it's swayed pretty much, I think, Courtney's way there with a 4-1 over the top of Malia Manuel, whereas if she were to come up against Sally, it would have been a 3-3 in their past history. So I guess Courtney would take a little confidence in that, but by the way Malia is surfing, I would say that that's going to be a really great heat.
Yeah, that's going to be a challenge for Courtney Conlog to overcome Malia in that quarterfinal.
And if you look at that other quarterfinal, you've got Tyler Wright coming up against Coco Ho, right? Is that the mix-up right there? Is that right?
I think Sage Erickson is going to be coming up.
Sage Erickson.
Yeah.
But I also saw Coco Ho get through a heat too. So, I mean, this quarterfinal matches have been amazing.
Well, yeah, that kind of also streamlines into the semifinals and what we can look forward to. And just touching on Tyler Wright coming up against Sage. I mean, we heard from Sage today saying that, she's really sick of being beaten by Tyler Wright. So that could also present a challenge because, Sage has been on a tear lately. This back of half of the year is really where she finds her form.
Well, and if we want to talk world title scenarios here, of course, Tyler Wright has to win. And Malia has to beat Courtney in this thing. If we want to go to the Roxy Pro and see this world title race keep going, we need to see Courtney Conlog take the win over Malia. And of course, there's the matchup there, Sage Erickson against Tyler Wright.
Yeah, I'm just so looking forward to all of these quarterfinals. I mean, Jessie has really done such a good job of getting this kind of down to the quarterfinals just so she can choose the optimal conditions, because world title implications, this is a massive event for these ladies, requalification, and just looking at, you know, Courtney Conlogue and Malia Manuel, that matchup is just something that I'm really looking forward to.
But as I look over my shoulder, the swell has increased. It is supposed to peak overnight. Conceivably, it is going to have enough of the right direction that we could see Carcavelos in the morning. So I'm sure the commissioner is going to be taking a very close look at the surfline forecast, looking at seeing if that direction is going to be big enough. Probably have a scout down there bright and early, and maybe we get a run in there, because the winds definitely will be better over there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just the fact that we can go mobile and take advantage of the conditions as they happen is so important. And you think about, you know, Courtney's run through this contest, that bottom half of the draw has been incredibly stacked. So, you know, there's even potential for, if Courtney makes it through this quarterfinal heat, Carissa's in the bottom half of that draw, those two ladies can meet in the semifinals. So you've got to think about all these factors, but it's really got to, you know, play it as it lies and see what happens.
The top four still in this title race, so exciting. But Soli Bailey took the win in that last heat. He's down on the beach with Kaipo Guerrero.
Wow, Soli, first of all, congratulations on the heat win. A couple of 8s out there, a couple of great scores. But gosh, is this one of the latest heats you've ever surfed?
Yeah, it's definitely one of the latest heats. It's just about bedtime for all of us, I think. Little dinner and straight into bed. But yeah, it's good out there. There's a couple good lefts, and just stoked to get through it.
Mentally, how do you keep sharp throughout the day, knowing that you're going to be the last heat of the day?
Yeah, I kind of had a cruisy morning. I didn't know I was going to be surfing this late at all today, but by lunchtime I found out. Just went home, had some pretty good sushi just up the road from where I'm staying, and had a little nap in the day, and then come back for my heat.
I love the sushi prep. Well, congratulations, Soli Bailey. We're going to see him in the round of 48. Congratulations, my man.
Thanks, everyone.
Well, Kaipo, I actually like the nap tip personally, but congratulations to him. We could be seeing a world title race go down tomorrow, so tune in tomorrow for Dawn Patrol at 7:30. At this point, you can see highlights on worldsurfleague.com, but we'll leave you with today's highlights. See you tomorrow.
This copyrighted event broadcast is produced by the World Surf League for broadcast around the world and may not be retransmitted, reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed or used in any form without the written consent of the World Surf League.
And we're back. The Billabong Pro Cascais in the qualifying series.
Whoa, lofty into the air for the Spaniard.
The number 1 seed here, Sebastian Zietz.
We switch our focus now to round 4, the Cascais Women's Pro.
Buffet, finding open walls, getting turns off, finishing up on the inside.
Whoa, for a one-footed hold on. Hey, Derrickson. And that's a nice completion right there.
That's it for me, guys.
Malia Manuel. And attacks and throws the fins. Beautiful.
Welcome back to men's surfing on the qualifying series as we moved into this new format. Ryan Callanan, board speed on show here for the young man from Newcastle. This is an important ride for Kai O'Malley, and he'll loft it beautifully. And there's more. Whack! Yes.
Tanner, beautiful first turn here.
Big hit for Gouveia again. He has got the magnet on and he's gone upside down. What about those geometric angles for that completion?